Hi there, welcome to County Circuit. Apologies in advance, had a little issue with the audio and the video, so am recording a voiceover so that you can follow along. So today's workout is going to be about 35 minutes. You'll need a set of weights and a band. Of course, if you don't have that at home, body weight is totally fine. We do ask that if you have any medical conditions or if you're new to exercising, that you consult with your physician prior to starting a program with us. We will start today's workout with a warm-up, and then we'll get right into it. So with our warm-up, to start, we're just shuffling side to side. So thinking about standing tall, belly button is pulled in towards the spine, just warming that body up, getting ready for the work ahead. So right now we're moving right into a high knee. So again, stand tall, belly button in, drive the knees up. If it's too much, just don't come up quite as high. Keep those feet moving. Getting those arms involved as well, pumping side to side. Drive those knees. From here, we're going to go right into a butt kick. So you can bring the hands to the bum. Bring those heels right up, warming up the hamstrings, back of the thighs, getting a nice stretch through the front of the thighs here. So remembering to breathe and brace through the core. Good, keep it up, we're almost there. Our next move is a jumping jack. So as you can see, I'm demonstrating a step jack. That is a more beginner version. Otherwise, we're into a full jumping jack here for about 30 seconds. Good, keep moving. And next we have got a side lunge. So in a stationary position, nice and wide with the legs. Think about sitting the hip back, getting a stretch through that inner thigh. Keep the chest up, core is engaged. Good, so slowly moving side to side. Couple more. From here, we're moving into a forward lunge with an upper body rotation. Power off the front foot to stand, switch sides, same thing. Nice tall upper body. Add that twist, so we're twisting towards that front leg. That's it. Keep it up. Good. So warm up done. Let's move into our workout. So we're going to start with our tricep extensions. You'll grab your band in your right hand, bring it to the left shoulder. That left hand comes up on the bend. Find the tension that works for you. From here, we're extending down, bend at the elbow. So elbow stays tucked into the side. Extend, squeeze the back of the arm. Good. Keep the core tight, stand tall, focus on the triceps. Keep going. Got a couple more. Good. And we're going to switch sides. Same thing. So band goes in the other hand, bring it to the opposite shoulder. Find that tension and let's go. 45 seconds. Extend down, squeeze the back of the arm, nice and controlled as you come back up. Good. If you find there's too much tension, it's too challenging, just move your hand down that band a little bit to start. Ease up on the tension. If it's too easy, add more tension to it, so hand comes closer to the shoulder to start. Good, we've got a couple more here, then we're moving straight into our cardio blast. So into 30 seconds of high knees, and let's go. Good, again, so we're driving the knees high, belly button is pulled in, brace through the core, get those arms pumping. Lower if you need lower impact. Don't bring the knees quite as high. Just a little jog on the spot. So pick your level. We're almost there. Good. So moving on to our lower body, we have got a Bulgarian split squat. So we're going to elevate that back foot. You can use a couch or a chair, whatever you have at home. Also, I'm grabbing dumbbells just to add a little bit more resistance. However, you just have body weight, that's totally fine. So we're going to bring that back foot up onto the couch or chair. From there, core is tight. We're going to slowly lower that back knee towards the ground and then press off that planted foot to stand. Good. So slowly lower, power, press the ground away. As you can see, I've got the top of my foot resting on the couch. If you prefer to be on the toe, that's totally fine. Whatever's comfortable for you. The focus here is on that planted leg. So we're working through that leg, working through the glute. Good, we're almost there. We're going to switch sides. One more. Good. Switching sides, other leg, same thing. Set your posture, gentle roll the shoulders. Bring that back foot up. Good, find your balance. And we're going to move right into it. Lower the back knee towards the ground. Power off the front foot to stand. Good. Again, you can do it with or without weights. It's totally up to you. It's going to still be challenging with body weight. Focus on controlled lowering and then being powerful as you stand. Good. Inhale as you come down. Exhale as you stand, as you push that ground away. All right, we are almost there. Stick with it. Good. Weights go right down into our cardio blast. 30 seconds. We've got jumping jacks. So you can do the step jack, which we did in the warm-up, or full jack as I'm demonstrating here. There's the step jack, so just stepping out, keeping those arms nice and powerful. For both, core is tight. Good, almost there. Wonderful. All right. So take a little breather. If you need water, you can grab it. We're going to come down to our mat or the floor for some core work. So we've got our Wingdingers. So we start here in a low plank. You want to think about rotating through the trunk here. So Pull the bottom of the rib cage towards the top of those hip bones. We're in a full plank position. Keep that bum down. From here, I'm rotating, opening with the elbow. You want to make sure that you're moving the shoulders and the hips together. Moving nice and slow with control, especially when you come back down to center. Really control that movement. Use the abdominal muscles to help lower you down. Good. So see how I'm moving very slowly. Really trying to control the movement. Good. A couple more. And last one. And little break. Come to the knees. Grab water if you need it. We're going to get right back into it. Second round. 45 seconds. And getting set. Get in that low plank. Go ahead. Good, so nice and slow. Again, try to bring that elbow up. Move the hips and the shoulders together, especially as you lower. Last one. Good, and rest. Wonderful. Back up, we're right back into our cardio. We've got 30 seconds, high knees, and let's go. Drive those knees high. Powerful arms. Keep moving. Awesome. Keep it up. Really trying to elevate that heart rate here before we move into our next resistance move. Good. So next we're moving into a reverse grip row. So grabbing your weights. We're going to get into a bit of a hip hinge position. So pull the belly button in, press the hips back. Nice flat back here. Engage through the core. Face those palms away. From here, we're drawing the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. So nice and slow as you lower. Really pinch through the shoulder blades as you draw the weights back. Remember to keep a neutral neck and that core is engaged here. Good. Remembering to breathe. Couple more, then we're going to have a little bit of a break. Good. Last one. Wonderful. And rest. About 15 seconds here. Give a little shake. You can put those weights down if you need to. All right, getting set for round 2. Set your posture, gentle roll the shoulders, push the hips back. Belly button pulled in and row. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you draw the elbows back. Think about stretching through the chest. Good. Nice and controlled on the way down. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you row. That's it. Keep going. We've got one more. Row back. Good. And weights go down. Back into our cardio. So we have our step jack or jumping jack, 30 seconds, and go ahead. Good, remember to stand tall. Moving quick through the legs, quick through the arms. Awesome, 30 seconds is up. Grab some water, catch your breath. Moving on to our next exercise, we have a good morning with an overhead press. So grabbing our weights, you can do this with just body weight as well. You want to set the feet about between hip and shoulder width distance apart. We're going to curl those weights right up to the shoulders so they can be resting just on the shoulders there. From here, we're tight through the core, tight through the lats. Core is engaged. Push those hips back till you feel a nice stretch through the hamstrings, the back of the legs. From here, squeeze the bum, press the weights overhead. And again, push those hips back towards the wall behind you, squeeze and press overhead. So I'm maintaining a nice flat neutral back. My neck is staying neutral as well. As I stand, I press the floor away and squeeze the glutes together. So squeeze that bum together. Keep the bum squeezed, press the weights above you. Nice and controlled as you lower those weights back down to the shoulders. Good. Little break, about 15 seconds, give a little shake. That's our first round. Second round, another 45 seconds. Showing you here from a different angle, so setting our weights, getting them in that front rack position. Push the hips back, squeeze the bum together, press overhead. As I bring those weights down to my shoulders, I'm really controlling, so not just letting the weight sort of fall down. Think about lowering and controlling. Good, last one there. Right into our cardio, put the weights down. We've got our high knees again, 30 seconds. Drive those knees nice and high. Good, pick up the pace a little bit if you've got it. And rest. So we are halfway. We've got another 5 sets, another 5 exercises. Grab water, catch your breath. So our next exercise, we have a single side axe chop. So again, you can do this just body weight. You want to set your feet about shoulder width distance apart. We're thinking about keeping those hips squared. So hip bones are going to be pointing forward. The rotation is coming through the torso. So as you can see, you don't want to move your hips. You want to stay nice and stiff there. So grabbing the weight just like an axe, we're going to come over the shoulder, swing down to the opposite hip. Good. So you need to use those abdominal muscles to stop that rotation. It's coming up over the shoulder, nice and powerful down. Notice how my hips are not moving. That rotation is through the torso. So we've got 45 seconds on one side, then 45 seconds on the other side. Good, keep it up, we're almost there. Couple more. Nice, rest. All right, getting set. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Set the feet. Switch the grip there. Come over the shoulder and drive down to the opposite hip. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you drive. Just like we're chopping wood. So again, we're using those abdominal muscles to slow that swing as we come down to the hip. You can have a soft bend in the knees here. Remember to breathe. Try to coordinate your breath with the movement. Inhale up, exhale as you come down to the hip. Good, a couple more. Good, and rest. Weight goes down, we're back to our cardio. Jumping jacks or step jacks. 30 seconds, and let's go. Good, so try to maintain the pace for the whole 30. Keep those strong arms. Remember to breathe. And rest. Really good job. Again, grab water if you need it. Catch your breath here. All right, so we are going to be moving down to the ground for our next exercise. We've got a chest press and a chest fly combination. So you will need 2 weights for this. So on our backs, we're going to start with those weights directly above the chest. Palms are facing each other. So we're going to open into a fly. So open up like you're opening up a newspaper. Think about squeezing the shoulder blades together as you open. From there, squeeze through the chest. Palms face down, and we're going to lower, bending through the elbows, and then power up. Back to our chest fly. Good. Power squeeze through the chest. Palms face down into our chest press. So in the bottom of your chest press, you want those wrists stacked over the elbows. We're focusing on squeezing through the chest with both movements here. That's it. One more. Fly and rest. Good. Quick little break, about 15 seconds. Then we're going into our second set. Here we go, 45 seconds. Keep those feet firmly planted. Belly button pulled in. Alternating between the press and the fly. Good. Squeeze through the chest. And a couple more here. Three, two, and one. Good. Put those weights down. Back to our cardio blast, 30 seconds. We have got our high knees. All right, getting set, and let's go. 30 seconds here. Good, keep it up. Don't let those legs slow down. Drive the knees nice and high. and rest. Good. Coming back down to the ground. So next we're doing a single leg glute bridge. So you can load this with weight. If you want to do just body weight, that's totally fine. If you're new to this movement, I would recommend doing it with body weight. It is still going to be challenging. So what I want you to do is on your back, knees are bent. First thing we do is pull our belly button in. We flatten that low back right against the mat. From here, we're going to lift one leg and then press through that planted leg. Slowly lower back to the ground and then press up again. So if you are loading it with weight, you can add that dumbbell just to your hips to add a little bit more resistance. So power up, press that foot through the ground, and then slowly lower. Think about keeping that low back pressed against the mat as you come down. We're keeping that tailbone tucked under. Good. If this is too much for you, you can try just starting with both legs planted and just doing a simple glute bridge that way. Good. Little break. Readjusting, we're going to switch over to the other side. So again, flatten the low back against the mat, tuck that tailbone under. So that puts your pelvis in a posterior tilt. That's going to help prevent arching through the low back as you lift. So we're making sure we're using those glute muscles rather than moving through the low back. Press the floor away. Slowly lower, nice and controlled. Good. We've got a couple more here. That's it. And rest. All right, back to our cardio. Another set of jumping jacks. We have 30 seconds. And let's go. Good, so keep that intensity high. We're almost there. We've got 2 more exercises to go, 2 more sets of cardio, and we're moving right into our stretch and cool down. Wonderful. Rest here. Grab some water. So our next movement is a bird dog. This is a really, really great core exercise. So you will need a band for this. If you don't have a band, you can do it with body weight. That's no problem. So we are doing single side, so one side at a time. So if you've got a band, you want to tie a loop in the end, wrap that around one of your feet. We're going to come into an all four position, so tabletop position. You're going to grab that band with the opposite hand. So if it's wrapped on your right foot, we're grabbing it with the left hand. You want to start with some tension on the band. From here, you're going to extend that banded foot back, extend the opposite arm, which is holding the other end of the band. So right here, you'll see I'm reaching away, really stretching out. So as you extend that leg back, I want you to think about really pressing the heel away. So we're active through the back of the body. You're active through the glute, through the bum muscle. Don't think too much about bringing the leg high. Rather, think about really pressing it to the wall behind you. Same thing with that hand. Really reach forward. So we're just working that one side, nice and controlled as you come back to center. Good, we're almost there. And last one here. And rest. So we've got about 15 seconds. We're going to switch that band around. If you're just using body weight, that's okay. We're going to switch sides. So hooking that band on your other foot. The other end of the band goes in the opposite arm, opposite hand. and reach. So we want to think about maintaining a natural curve in the spine here. So we're not arching too much through the back or rounding. We're sort of in that middle position. The core is tight. We're pressing the heel away, reaching that opposite arm. So try and move nice and slowly with control during this movement. Good. We're going to do one more. And rest. Pop that band off. Back to our cardio. All right, 30 seconds and high knees. Here we go. Good, keep it up. Drive with the arms. Pick up that pace a little bit if you can. Good, and rest. Wonderful. All right, we are on to our last set. So for our last exercise, we have a reverse lunge with 3 pulses. We're just doing this with body weight. So we're gonna stay on the same side, really burn out that one side, then switch to the other side for the second round. So standing tall, step back, lower that back knee towards the ground, 3 little pulses, power through the front foot to stand. Good. We're staying on the same side. So that planted leg, the front leg is working. Try not to push off of the back foot too much as you stand. Really use the strength in that front leg. Again, keep the core tight. Think about your posture. Chest is proud. All right, little break. Good, other side, same thing. We're gonna step back, pulse 3 times, power off that front foot to stand. Good, gently pulse, press that floor away, standing nice and tall. Good, we're almost done our last resistance move. Good. That's it. All right, fantastic. 30 seconds left, 30 second cardio break, jumping jacks. Really think about finishing strong here. Keep that tempo up, keep that pace up. Almost there, and rest. Really good job. Grab some water. We're gonna do a stretch together. So we'll start on the ground. So if you've got your mat set up or just having a seat on the floor. So we're gonna start stretching the back of the legs. So sitting nice and tall with a nice flat back. I want you to hinge forward at the hips, maintain that flat back. From there, you can just walk those hands forward onto the shins or the feet. You want to feel a nice pull through the back of the legs. We're just holding here. Good, and release. From here, bring that right heel in towards the bum. We're gonna cross it over the left leg. That arm wraps around the knee, hug in towards the chest. You wanna feel a nice stretch through the hip and the glutes. Good, and release. Back to center. Other heel comes in, cross over. Hug that knee in towards your chest. Again, you want to feel a nice pull through the hip and the glute. Good, and release. From here, you can bend your knees or cross your legs, whichever is comfortable for you. Those hands are gonna come behind, fingertips pointing away. From here, press into the hands, lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Wanna feel a nice stretch through the front of the chest. Good, and release. Wonderful. So take your time. We're going to come up to a standing position. From here, interlock the fingers behind the back. We're going to press down and away. Again, lift that chest up towards the ceiling. Try and lift those hands right off the back. You'll feel a nice stretch through the front of the chest, the shoulders, and maybe right down the arms. And release. We're going to interlock the fingers in front. Press away, round through the upper back, pull the belly button in towards the spine. Let those shoulder blades separate. Feel a nice stretch there. Good, and release. All right, to finish, a couple big breaths. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Last one, big breath, and exhale. Great, thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you soon.